All right, I think we're here. I think we're live. I think we're somewhere here, there, everywhere. I don't know.
I think we're somewhere.
Somewhere.
No, I know we're somewhere.
Well, I don't know if I know. I mean, I kind of wonder sometimes.
Well, I know you know, but do you really know?
Yeah, I don't know half of what's going on half the time, so. Yeah.
Oh, look at Leonka. It's about time.
Hey, we're early. We're 4 minutes early for once.
Hey, Leonka.
But yeah, we are early today. First time in a long time. That's not my fault. You've been waiting forever.
Well, you know, forever is a long time. And I don't think that your husband, boyfriend would appreciate you waiting for us. Just saying.
Shadow, what's going on? Banquets, what's going on? We're here somewhere. I'm not even here. I don't know.
All right, peeps. Tonight it's gonna be a short night. We found a few things we're gonna hit on. One of the things was the release of the AMD's new chips.
And my own entity. I do what I want.
Aw, damn. Anyway, Ryzen or the Zen chip. I call it Zen.
They're calling it the AMD Ryzen.
They're calling it the AMD's fanboy. Oh, and speaking of fanboy. I sent you that link. You remember? All right, check it out. This is how messed up being a fanboy is. Ben.
We're gonna start this off with this subject. We're all in trouble now.
Yeah. How much of a fanboy you got to be to murder another person just because he likes another chip set from you? Seriously.
Adjust your gain a little bit. Just a little bit.
I will never adjust my gain. I will just adjust my volume just a little. Hold on. How's that? Is that any better?
That's a little better, yeah.
A little better?
Holy, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it.
But in Russia, an NVIDIA fan went after an AMD fan only because he was a fan and he did not like NVIDIA. So the guy went after him and killed him. Just straight up murdered his ass because he wasn't an NVIDIA fan. I'm sorry. This world has gone to hell in a handbasket, and I got a shortcut to hell if anybody wants to follow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, people suck. Fuck you, can't watch this shit. Fuck you, Frank. Fuck you.
So, anyway, I thought that was one of those things that, think about it, really. I mean, you like a brand, you stick with it, so be it. You don't like the other brand, then don't mess with it. As far as Critical and I are concerned, we're just going for whatever's cheapest. That works the same.
Know,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't anymore, though. Fuck.
Well, let's just put it this way. If you go outside of, say, the major companies, that's something different. But the base model of everything going to those big companies really isn't going to be that much of a difference. It's when you hit those off companies, those off brands, that's when you start having issues.
Oh, I wouldn't use an off brand in my computer anyway.
Oh, I got
my computer.
Yeah, exactly. So, with the new Rise, the Ryzen 7 product line, they are running 3 different models. An 1800X, a 1700X, and then a 1700. And with the 1800X, the base clock is 3.6. But you can boost it comfortably to 4.0 without using any additional cooling than just the regular cooler. But it does not include a cooler. You have to purchase a cooler for it. The same goes for the 1700X. They do not come with coolers. You have to get your own cooler for it. And then the 1700 then comes with the Wrath or the Wraith Spire, I think it's called. The Wraith Spire? Spire Wraith?
I'm not sure. I didn't
Something like
see
that.
it.
It's its own little one that they designed for AMD, and they said that works really well. They said that works really well, but if you boost clock it, they say change it out. It will not adjust for boost clocking. So you basically have to go with water cooling or something of the sort, like one of those little all-in-one water cooler setups, and put it on there, and you'll be good. But the 1800 is running at 95 watts, which is very, very low. And I can tell you, because Critical and I both have some power-hungry CPUs we have right now, that would be a welcome change.
Well, the 8350 is what, 125?
145.
No, I thought it was 125.
It's 145. On the box it said 145 when I bought it. But even at 125, it's still up there in comparison to
125.
This. It's still in comparison a lot less here.
Yeah, it's 125.
But I don't see any issues with it running at 125. It's just a lot of power consumption, yes.
It's a little hotter. I mean, it runs it runs hot.
Yeah.
I will say that.
But this 95 watts is going to make a big difference, especially with the architecture they're using. And for $499, and this chip is in direct competition with the i7-7700, you can't complain. That's at $1,000. This is $500.
No,
half the cost.
I mean, if you're wanting real power, I mean, Ryzen's not bad, but I mean, if you can afford it, I honestly, if you can afford an Intel build, do it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that Intel 7700, they ran the two together.
They're pretty.
And they ran them. No, it outran it. They ran the whole series of tests at the exact same time. They were rendering blenders. They were rendering things in Blender for a Final Cut. Plus, they were running other programs identically at the exact same time. And the Ryzen 7 1800X outdid the i7-7700K.
See, I haven't. There hasn't been a whole lot of numbers on them though, because they're not allowed to release a lot yet. The initial release date for the Ryzen though is March 2nd.
Yes, but they did release them yesterday. All those numbers were released yesterday.
Did they finally release some of the numbers?
Yes,
okay.
And that's why I'm saying the 1800X outdid the 7700. Whereas when you go one step lower to the 1700X, which is still 95 watts, which is running on a base clock of 3.4, which can be boosted to a 3.8. Does not have a cooler, so you're going to have to purchase a cooler for these at $399. It's still about $200 cheaper than its i5 counterpart. I think it's i5, the high-end i5, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
Or it might have been the low-end i7. One of the two. It is cheaper, but it ran better until you get to the 1700. The 1700, when they ran the two, it was the i5. I forget the numbers on the i5 one, but it's within about $50 of the i5 for the 1700, and it was within I think it was probably within 3 to 5% of allotted,
Yeah, it's
temperance
something.
that they
It
give you.
was a really minimal, honestly.
Yeah, but
Intel chips are so expensive. Agreed. I mean, they
they
usually
are.
are.
Yeah.
But the 1800X has got a big difference on the 7700. Then the other ones, there's only like a $40 and $30 difference between the two. You've only seen the numbers with the 1700 versus the i7 6900. Yeah, there was a few numbers posted that I had found.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was
6800.
6,800. Yeah, but see, the thing is, they posted all the numbers at the release, which happened, I believe it was Tuesday. Everything was released on Tuesday, and upon that release, they gave all the numbers to people who attended, and then those people then took those numbers and placed them on their websites. But there is a full length of them, and I forgot who it was I went to get those numbers. But there were a lot of people who were very impressed with the way that they are running.
And see, this is the article I read here, so I'm going to post this one.
Which one?
Yeah, see, I just went with AMD because it was cheaper for me. It was easier for me to afford it. There's the PC Gamer article right there. You want me to post that link in yours as well?
Hold on one second, sweetheart. You should be able to hear critical because it's coming up on mine. You hear him as a whisper. All right. Well, I turned this mic all the way up on my end.
Well, don't make me too louder than you.
She's listening right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want me to put the article in a link in your chat as well.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, once we see, I think it'd be easier to make a decision once we see more of the numbers coming out. They're definitely going to be a lot more over the next few weeks, that's for sure.
Yes, it is. And I really think that just the prices alone, if you take your price versus your performance, if the Intel is going to be better for you, then you get your Intel. If AMD is going to be better for you, you get your AMD. Or if you don't give a rat's ass, just pick whichever one you want. Can you hear him better? She can hear you better. I have to turn your mic all the way up on mine. But anyway, it was just something that we wanted to bring to your guys' attention that they will be available in March. Now, this is the enthusiast build. Okay, this is what enthusiasts are going to go after. Normal gamers like us will not be going after until they come down in price. The motherboards alone are going to be quite a few $100s themselves. The Crossfire will only be available on the X3700 motherboards. So if you are wanting to use dual graphics and stuff, you're going to have to pay that extra little bit and get the X370 motherboards. There's no way around that.
I know someone right now that just ordered the 1700X with the X370 board.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't judge it now because I don't own one.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen enough numbers now.
I'll tell you this right now. If I can afford to purchase one just to put it together, to show the build, and then benchmark it against what I'm running right now, I guarantee you it's going to run better than what I got. But it's the simple fact of actually being able to show you firsthand how it runs from where we are.
Intel will always be more expensive because of the name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it really depends. I mean, Who knows? I mean, these chips are actually pretty up there in price this time.
Yeah, but that's because they have the architecture behind it.
No, I agree.
You know?
And we'll see what happens, though. I mean, who knows? 6 months down the road, they could drop again.
Yeah,
so it happens all the time.
Yeah. And overclocking is supported only on the motherboards with the X370, the X300, or the B350 chipsets. So you'll be able to overclock on the motherboard through the BIOS on those 3 motherboards. You'll also, on the motherboards for these, you'll also have the ME setup for the SSD PCI hard drives. You'll have that set up as well. These all will be DDR4 RAM, which has been out for a while now, so they should be coming down in prices soon. The motherboards will be shipping later in the year, if I'm not mistaken. And then there are server versions of these, by the way, coming out
I did hear about that.
Late December of this year. And they're calling them codename Nipples. Because they'll be so hard. No, actually, they're codename Naples.
I knew it, Grim. I knew it was coming.
Help myself, man.
Don't look at Steam. I've already looked at Steam. I'm looking at Steam right now. What am I not looking at?
Now, the APUs will be released later on as well, too. And the APU processors are being told they're going to be comparable in graphics to a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. Hey, you see what Murder wrote in chat?
Say hi to everyone in the car. Hi, everyone in the car.
Hi, everyone in the car.
No, for $6, that's all you got. Yeah.
Just like I said, just give me 2, take the rest.
So anyway, when it comes down to it, if you can afford to purchase these and you want to purchase it, go ahead.
Okay.
But don't be expecting to put it together and have a complete running one until the end of the year. Because the motherboards don't release until the end of the year. These will be 8-core, 16-thread processors. You will no longer have a 6-core processor.
I want pizza. Yeah, I got pizza.
Now, I mean, when it comes down to it, obviously, when it all said and done, end of the day, it's all your decision on what you want for your PC.
Ultimately, yeah. I mean, when it comes right down to it, I mean, it's about your choice and what you can afford.
Yeah.
AMD, definitely cheaper and really close in performance. I mean, so ultimately, I go for the cheapness because I'm poor.
Yeah, that's it. Now, see here. Now, the i7-6900, it max turbo is 4 gigahertz, whereas the Ryzen's is maxed at, I think it maxes out at 4.2 gigahertz, if I'm not mistaken.
What the hell was it? What did you see? What happened?
I have no clue.
Biggs just donated $50. What? I didn't see it pop up.
I didn't see shit.
Where
is it?
Fuck, Biggs. It's there.
Where?
Trust me, it's there.
Where? I don't see it.
Man.
I'm not seeing it anywhere.
It's there. Look at the top. It's at the top of my thing. He just donated me $50.
Oh, I can't see it there because I have you here and there.
Yeah, you don't have mine open.
I got your chat open and that's it.
I just happened to look over and see him at the top of the list. Like, what? What number does that say? What the fuck?
thank you very much, Biggs, for that big ass donation to
That's
our
awesome,
good
man.
friend
Definitely.
Critical.
And of course, the donation goal's not updating; it's being stupid. I really didn't put backing Biggs up. Yeah, I don't have the alerts on when we do the show because it blares out my ears and we can't hear nothing. So, but the donation goal is not updating either way. I'll have to fix that after. But Biggs, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. Really, truly do.
Now, coming out later on in the year, they're going to have what's called the Zen Plus cores, which will then you're going to start seeing, more cores, more threads. They're going to really start packing shit into these Zen processors.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of speechless at the moment.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. We're on this one. So I want everybody to.
Wow.
I want everybody just to put out their questions that they have for this before we move on to the next segment here.
Either way, Biggs, man, I appreciate it. I really do. I'm just kind of speechless. I've been broken today. That's $200 today that's been donated.
You are awesome, Mr. Biggs. Congratulations, Britt.
Wow, man. There it goes. Donation goal finally updated. Thank you, Biggs. Man, that donation is awesome. Much appreciated.
Yeah, the only thing I have turned on is just my little thing on the end that says who's following and who's.
Yeah, you'd have
posting.
to be looking at mine to see it because it's that thing there. That's awesome.
If I do that, I said the hell with it.
Yeah, yesterday and today. I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I got a 25 from Holy the other day too, which I thought was pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, it definitely is awesome. I mean, Holy takes good care of us too.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Need more? No, Frank. We don't need more right now. It'll finish eventually. All right. So we got no questions on that. We're gonna move on to the next subject here. Sorry. April, we have a big update coming for the Xbox One and Windows 10. It's Windows 10 gaming mode. It's one of the big parts of it. It's supposed to help improve performance, shut programs down. It's not needed. Fuck Holy. Listen, Biggs. But yeah, it's supposed to shut the background processes down, allow for things to run faster and better. It's also going to embed Beam streaming into the Xbox One and Windows 10. So you'll be able to stream from the Xbox to Beam, and it's going to have a designated app built into Windows 10 to stream from, also to Beam.
Yeah, I think it's Control Window G is going to be your shortcut key when they do the update.
Yes, that's what they were
Windows
talking.
10. And it's going to be that'll be a shortcut to bring open that window, and then you can do everything else. You can set it all up, do everything right through that window. We're talking you can do all your streaming. You don't have no need for OBS, no need for any of those extra things. Just strictly this, but it's only strictly for Beam.
Vanquish, though, it is embedded in the Xbox One if you have the Insider preview. That's the big thing about it. It's on the Insider version of Live. So it's not actually out there for every. Yeah, you have to belong to that club for it. I could get the Insider build right now for Windows 10, but I don't want to. I don't want to deal with all that hassle. So I could, and they still got a lot they're trying to finish up with it before April. They've come quite a ways with a lot of the articles I've read about it. There's still some minor kinks that they're having to deal with at the moment, but the initial they were talking April 1st. I know they had changed some of that stuff a little bit. Not going to test people's crap for free anymore. Yeah, they're definitely working on a few things with it. Still got some minor glitches and stuff that they're trying to figure out. But you're supposed to be able to go into gaming mode. It's supposed to shut down any background processes that are not needed temporarily on the PC to give you the maximum performance for gaming or streaming.
Yeah. Now, just for your little bit of information, for a couple of years now, I've been using a program that does similar to what Windows 10 is going to start doing, and it was called IO bit. They have an actual turbo boost where it shuts down all apps and all background services that you don't need while gaming. And it also has a function for RAM to clean your RAM every time a process stops running, or if it's taking more time than it needs to. It shuts that process down from RAM, cleans the RAM out, so you constantly got a flushed out set of RAM ready for people to start filling it back up again. But Windows 10 is going to be basically having this same feature, which I think is going to be good, because then it's going to make it a little bit easier for frames, for lag, all these different little things.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to see it. As long as it does what it's supposed to do and doesn't screw up Windows any more than they keep doing with their updates. No, Jesus. Looks like it's a good time for a new PC. Well, if everything goes right, Biggs, I'll have that shipped out tomorrow for you, and you'll have your PC in no time. As long as they aren't closed when I go to get there. But, yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
Hey, how you doing, Chris?
Christopher Dane, how's it going? But, yeah, that's basically the gist of what's coming. There really isn't a whole lot of details just yet. I think they're waiting until a couple weeks before release to drop everything.
Yeah, well, they're going to be setting up for when they do release it. When you're updating your system, you have the option to update it or not update it to this, though. They already said that.
That's what they were trying to add that in there. It was just that was one of the glitches they were working on. We are good. Well, at least I am good for the moment. I got a major headache right now, but it's all good.
Hey, Chris, I have one of these.
Today, we didn't have a whole lot to discuss today, but we wanted to touch base on these subjects definitely. We wanted to let you guys ask some questions and answer what we could. Mm-hmm. And for those that are in the chat that are playing it on my server, I'm going to toss this out there while we have a chance. The Valhalla map is being wiped. There was a major issue today, and it is causing the server to shut itself down. And a lot of the problems are with Valhalla and the buildings and stuff on the map. So I know, Vanquish, I know you play on the server. Unfortunately, I'll jump into Xbox with you after and explain more to you of what's going on. I just wanted to touch base and let everybody know. Most people already know about it. I will explain it to you after, Vanquish. I'll jump into Xbox with you and fill you in.
Thanks, Chris.
Why stream if you have a headache? You shouldn't be. Well, I wanted to make sure we got our show done today. We're only doing it every 2 weeks right now, so I wanted to get in there and make sure we got this stuff out there.
We disappointed a lot of you by not having a show last week, and we're sorry for that. But we felt that this was something that was going to need to be done in order for us to make sure that you guys have the content that you need.
Exactly. In order for us to push out the content, we needed to step back and knock a week out so that we have more each show. We didn't have a whole lot this week because we're still kind of working on ideas and stuff to start pushing out a little bit better. And me and Grim have been having trouble meeting up because of real life shit the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it has been. It's just been a nightmare, it seems like. Oh, shit, there's a plug for a nightmare.
What?
It's been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Trying to get together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's definitely, we've been trying to, every time we try and meet, something's going on for one of us, so we just haven't been able to sit down and really discuss things. Busy map making and scripting anyways, so was busy. Well, we're hoping to have some more in the next couple weeks. We're definitely trying to find more ideas. And we do have the CNG Discord, or Critically CNG Discord. For those that do want to jump in there and give it help with ideas if you have any. If you're not, no big deal.
Now, Critical, after the show, I want to talk to you real quick, and then we'll go on about some other stuff. But
yeah,
if you guys have ideas for shows, hit us up, send us messages, and we will research it. If we don't know something about it already, we'll research it, make sure that we do know something about it, so that we can bring it up that next show that we do have. Now, if we do come up to the fact that we have enough content for a show, we will do that show for that Friday, even if it wasn't scheduled. We'll still do that show. But if we don't, we will just bypass this next Friday and be the next Friday after.
Basically, if there's content, we'll do a show every week. If there's not, it'll be every 2 weeks. So we have a show today. If we have something, we'll do one next week. If we don't, there won't be a show. I usually try and let everybody know in Discord if there is going to be a show or not, just because that's the only way I can really do it the best. You can just tag me if you want ideas. You just toss them into Discord. If you've got ideas on a show, toss them in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the easiest, simplest way at this point. Other than that, that's the best I can do. I know it's a short show today. We were trying to push out as long as we could, but when you don't have a whole lot of topics to work with at the moment, it's been kind of hard to get ideas, especially with the real life issues going on between the two of us.
But with all the new stuff coming out and everything that's being pushed out, we'll make sure that we keep going with that. And as soon as we get enough information that we can make an educated talk over all this, then that's what we'll do and get that information out to you guys for whatever's new coming out, or maybe even hitting on some of the old stuff again.
For sure. But yeah, guys. So I mean, and also those new to the show and all that stuff, we do have guests on the show. If you want to be a guest, let us know. We'll set you up with an interview. Make sure that you fit. Get out there a little bit. Help you get
exposure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, a little bit of exposure. You don't have to be on camera. You don't want to be on camera, we can do it through Discord or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We have ways of doing it, so it's just a matter of setting it all up. So if you definitely want to be on the show, let us know. We'll set you up with an interview and go from there. We usually do our interviews on Tuesdays, so if you want an interview, it'll be a Tuesday at 7, and we'll go from there. But you guys got to let us know. And that's about all I can say at this point. I think... Again, sorry it was a short show, but at least it's a show.
Yes. And it had content.
If you can call it content.
Yeah, it was Microsoft.
Either way, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. I would be a guest if I actually talk a lot. Well, you don't have to talk a lot. You just got to talk enough.
Yeah, right?
You just got to answer some questions and fill in the blanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, that's the best way to do it. But we do appreciate each and every one of you. We would still do this, but I doubt we'd be going anywhere without you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So thank you all for being here, tuning in with us, and watching us make asses of ourselves.
What are you gonna do, right?
Pretty much.
So with that being said, sir, got anything else?
Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. And it's like I always say, friends don't let friends game alone. Peace.
Later, guys.